I'll stoke the flames here. I'm on the camp of when DeBrincat was asked what he was doing, where, he didn't sound that enthused about coming back.
He didn't.
Usually you'll always say, because people will say, well, he didn't say much because he doesn't want to lose any leverage in negotiations. Listen, usually you'll say, like, when Jakob Chychrun got traded, I love it here. Or anyone's asked, I would love to come back. I love it here. The city's great. The fans are great. Hopefully we can get a contract worked out, instead of, I'm open to anything. So to me, that wasn't a ringing endorsement of a guy that was really excited to sign an extension here. But that's just me. What do I know?
I was hoping you'd miss that comment.
I saw it. I was like, I can't wait till Monday.
and I don't think he was up. I don't think he was out late. Howl at the moon either. So it wasn't a guy that was under the weather. That was a guy that's like, I'm gonna just not that excited about the thought of coming back. At least that's what I was reading between the lines.
I read the same way. That was a guy that's got a U-Haul outside the apartment right now.
Well, if you want to be blunt.
Yeah, that's the kind of way I read it. But because granted, a lot of guys are very calculated with what they'll give media, and a lot of guys are also very out there and not cliche. And I think he's somewhere in the middle based on everything that I've kind of seen him say. He gives some honesty, but he also gives, he gives some of the cliche. And I think where he was there was just saying, hey, listen, I'm not sure. And there's nothing wrong with not being sure at this point in the game for him. He knows he's going to get qualified, but he doesn't know if he needs to be here long-term. There's nothing wrong with what he said. So I honestly read into it way more immediately. And then after thinking about it, I thought, you know what? He knows he's going to be qualified. He didn't have the year that he wanted. Let's see where I'm at next year, kind of thing for him. So I'm not reading too much into it. I'm not.
Just no love. Usually last day people come. I'll bet you that meeting was very, very positive with DJ and the players. No love for the city. Usually there's a little love for the city. And that's what I read into it. Usually you say, it's great. We liked it here. There was just no little pat on the back for the city. No little pat on the back for the city of Ottawa.
But I don't think he's that type of player. I just think he's very... I don't mean dull is the word. He's just very quiet and he's very unassuming. And so I just think he doesn't pay any attention. I don't know that he went out a whole lot. I don't know what his personal life was, but I just know he's going to be back. Oh, he's going to be qualified. I don't know whether he's back or not. I don't know what's in the meeting, but he's assured of making $9 million next year. So he can really say whatever he wants.
Great.
I don't really
very
do
true.
whatever you want. But now here's the question. Is he in the lineup on opening night? That's the question I want to know.
Ricky.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he's traded at the draft.
See, I'd love to disagree with you, but I can't. I'm with you on that one. I do not believe he's part of the top 6 next year here.
Yeah. The only, aside from his dollar amount, because I actually like the way he plays for the most part, minus I'm not sure he's a big fan of playing in his own end very much. But most high-end players aren't. I don't think Bobby was a great 200-foot player in his day either.
Just take that, Bobby. Whoosh.
It's not even 8:30 here, man.
He's one hell of a skilled offensive player.
Yeah. He's one of the best guys in the NHL at transporting the puck through the middle of the ice on the power play and getting zone entries every time. And I think he's one of the best 3-on-3 players in the National Hockey League as well. But I'll say it again. This is the only concern I have. I truly believe Ottawa is not that far away from being a really good team that's going to challenge in the playoffs. Do you know what's not in the playoffs? 3-on-3 hockey. That's a little bit of a. That's. I know you got to get there and all that, and I just anyway, we'll see how it pans out. I just don't think he's. I think Ottawa's learned their lessons in the past of not getting it done, and then all of a sudden you let it bleed in the training camp, and then you're under the gun to sign the player, and you lose all the leverage, and you trade him at the deadline for a lot less than you would have got at the draft when you got so many more teams interested. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting leading up to then.
I would like to point out that we just had Jason York say positive things about Alex DeBrincat. That's all. I feel like this whole season has now been a success.
Listen, I've said this from
day 184.
I've said this from day one. He is one of the best. I just say it again. One of the best 3-on-3 players in the league. One of the best power play guys in the league. He's one of the best outside the dots players in the National Hockey League. Outside the dots. My concern is the playoffs are played inside the dots. That's my concern. But hey, you still got to get to the playoffs, right? You still got to get there.
Yep.